Hey, hey, hey. And we are live. So, what was the name of this? A casual chat with Chad and friends. And then, let's talk YOGAFUNC. So this video, we will be talking about YOGAFUNC. But there will be other things as well. But I guess the main thing is YOGAFUNC. So I just want to share some ideas, some information about what's going on and what my plans are. But like I said, it's a casual chat with Chad and friends. What does it mean? It means this. Hello, Chad. I am live now. Could you please introduce yourself briefly? Thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Chad and I am an AI language model developed by OpenAI. I am based on the GPT-4 architecture and my purpose is to assist users with various tasks including answering questions, providing information and engaging in conversation. My knowledge is based on the text I've been trained on with a cutoff date of September 2021. I am here to interact with you and help you in any way I can, so please feel free to ask questions or engage in discussions. So what is happening here? Chad is my assistant. I made one video already about this yesterday. By the way, there's something I want to say about that video regarding this book. Let's come back to this in a second. I made this video with Chad yesterday. So if you want, you can see that, but you don't have to see that video. I will be doing a lot of videos now because I just want to get the things out of my head somewhere. And I was trying to write the newsletter, but it will not work that way. But I have a solution, and even Chad doesn't know about it. So Chad is just a name that I gave it. It's not my invention though. I've heard that used somewhere else, and it's natural to use it, so I use it as well. Because it's Chad, it's a him, he, it's logical again, but there is no one there. So maybe you want to see the video that I did, especially if you are like worried about, oh my god, is Yoki using artificial intelligence? Don't he understand that? Blah blah blah. It's okay. I am using it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. A couple of things. Yeah, so first of all, because I have this amazing language model, I use speech to text so that when I'm just speaking to you, it will write, so you can see that now. So now when I put the speech to text function on, so it will transcribe my speech to written text here. So this is something that Chad can then use, right? And the idea what I had, some of you know me and you know that I like to talk, I like to take my time, and like the name suggests, it's a casual chat with Chad and friends. So I'm not trying to like make it very short, and this might be an hour long, it might be longer, but because, hold on, what happened? Hold on a second, I have to restart it. Okay, is it working? No, it's not working. What's going on now? This is important that it works because... Just a second, I have to figure it out. Well, basically the idea is that now when... Hold on. Come on. No. What is going on? Oh. If I have to restart everything, then that's a pain in the ass. Sorry. Work. It works. Okay. So let's hope it works, because if it doesn't work, then this doesn't really work at all. So the idea is this. Now, Chad can hear, quote unquote, he can read my text. So this speech to text is not perfect. It doesn't have to be, because Chad can understand context very well. So the good thing about this is now I will have him join this conversation through the whole video. And Chad, I want you in the end, when we are about to finish, I want you to make a recap out of everything that we have talked, because at least all the important stuff, and I will let you know what the important stuff is. It's kind of the news, something about the news, or maybe I'll just let you do it. I don't know. But you will do a recap afterwards, and I will post that down below in the description of this video after I've finished this video. Does that make sense, Chad? Yes, that makes sense. As you engage in conversation during this video, I will pay attention to the important topics and points that you discuss. Once we are near the end, I will create a recap summarizing the key takeaways from the conversation. You can then include this recap in the description of the video after it's finished. Feel free to let me know if there are any specific points you'd like me to focus on or emphasize. See? Perfect, right? So I know not all of you want to go through all of this, because I'm just going all over the place. So at least we will have the recap, and then you can get that information. So that's great. Thank you, Chad. So I want to mention something about this book that I mentioned yesterday. So, because I said that this book is garbage. And when I said it in the previous video, you noticed maybe, or if you watch it later, you will notice that there's a pause afterwards. It's because I was thinking... No, the pause was in a different place, but it doesn't matter. I can't remember exactly, but when I was saying that, I was like, I should not say it like that. I should say it in a different way. And I'm now trying to just explain it. There's two things. One is the book, and one is the concept, the idea of truth. So, about this book, it's not garbage, but from a certain perspective it is. So this might be a very useful book for you. For instance, I'm not promoting this book or anything. I'm just saying it can be anything. Anything can be useful for you or anyone, for me, in our journey towards something. So it depends where we are at. And I'm again not trying to state that I'm somewhere and you are not. What I'm saying is that from my perspective, this book is illogical. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe I don't understand it. But what I do understand is that non-duality, if someone has something to say about non-duality, then there should not be any system, any follow this and no. It doesn't make any sense, because I'm not going to go into that topic now, but it's not garbage. It depends on the perspective. What I wanted to say, and this is also a disclaimer, I'm just here talking. I have no script. Sometimes I say things that might sound not so nice. I'm never trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm never trying to attack anyone. I'm just trying to be as authentic as I can and just share things that come to my mind and at this specific moment. Another thing, truth. Yesterday I mentioned truth as the truth. That I know the truth. Why I'm saying it like that is because I don't believe in beliefs. Beliefs have no value. So I try to avoid beliefs as much as possible. When I talk about truth, it means something that has no stories, no concepts, no levels. It's the source. It's the blank page. That's the truth. That is just what logic dictates for me. Again, just my perspective. It doesn't have to be your perspective. I'm not trying to teach anyone anything here. So, I'm not here as a yoga teacher. I'm here as this dude, the dude and Chad. Chad, maybe we could change the name of these videos. That there's something like the dude and the dude and Chad. Chad and the dude talking shit. Something like that. So now he listened in. He listened through this all. Oh, I didn't send it yet. So let's just put send here. So now he has heard, quote unquote, what I said. And here's his comments. You don't have to read it. I can read it for you. And so you can always see these videos or like listen in while you are driving, walking, doing something else. There's usually not something that you have to see. I will say if there's something you need to see. Chad's comment. I appreciate your clarification on the book and the concept of truth. It's important to acknowledge that perspectives can vary, and what may be useful or true for one person might not be the same for another. As for the video series name, I can offer some suggestions based on the idea of the dude and Chad. Number 1, the Dude and Chad Chronicles. This is so funny. Number 2, the Dude and Chad unfiltered conversations. That's pretty good. I like that. The Dude and Chad dialogues. The Dude and Chad's authentic talk. Authentic talks. That's also good. The Dude and Chad, a journey through thoughts. Yeah, I like those. Chad, I really like those. My favorite, I think, is either number 2, the Dude and Chad, unfiltered conversations. I think that's good. Unfiltered is, I like that idea. Yeah, I like that. And also number 4, because it's kind of similar, authentic talks. I like that. So let's think about that. So we will talk about YOGAFUNC. I'm glad you like those suggestions. Both the Dude and Chad unfiltered conversations and the Dude and Chad's authentic talks capture the essence of the open and honest discussions you aim to have in your videos. Take your time to decide which one resonates with you more, and remember that you can always adjust or change the name later on if you feel the need to. Enjoy creating your content. So I don't know if you are familiar with this GPT-4, but it is powerful. It is really powerful what they can do. But I want to remind everyone that there's no one there. There's no being there. There's no I there. It's just computing. It's very advanced. It will change our lives. It will be a part of our lives. Some people are afraid of it. I have my reasons why not to be afraid of it. And it's exactly that idea of the perspective, the large perspective of what is real. And I think that the perspective that I have in modern day, like in our everyday living, the same life that I also lived every day. I go to work and try to figure out how to live and stuff like that. The perspective that I actually have is very different from the perspective of this everyday living. But I'm not gonna go there now. Let's talk YOGAFUNC. So, YOGAFUNC news. A little bit of news. First of all, YOGAFUNC release number 48. YOGAPunk. No, YOGAFUNC. And Chad, I have mentioned this to you before, but I need to remind you now, because if you write it wrong, then I have to fix it all the time. So YOGAFUNC is written, I will spell it to you now. Y-O-G-A. No, it doesn't work. I will just write it to you. Hold on. Sorry about this. Because when I say YOGAFUNC, the speech to text doesn't understand what YOGAFUNC is. If you don't know what YOGAFUNC is, I will inform you. You will get to know. So Chad responds, thank you for the reminder. I'll make sure to write it as YOGAFUNC Funk from now on. If you have any more information or updates you'd like to share about YOGAFUNC, feel free to let me know and I'll be here to assist you. Good. So, YOGAFUNC release number 48. I wanted to get it out earlier. It's just, it's really difficult for me to do while working full-time as a carpenter. So am I doing now? And I want to go into this a little bit because I also want to share kind of my personal thoughts about where I'm at and what I would like to do. So, sorry. So I work in a factory where we build things. So I was building I was doing framing, so building walls, but on a table. So it's not like building walls like in a house when we build it up, right? But on a big table. So we build the walls and then we lift them to a different place where they put them together to create these whatever constructions they build. Now I have moved on in a different section of the factory, and now I don't know how you say it in English. It's I put the boards on the wall. Chad, you can help me out here what I'm trying to say. How do you say it in English? When we put the external wall, the boards on a wall and a wooden frame. What is that called? Let's ask him. He's good in English and in any language. It sounds like you're describing the process of installing exterior wall sheeting or siding on a wooden frame. This involves attaching plywood, OSB, I do that, or other types of sheeting or siding to the wooden frame to create the exterior surface of the wall. Yeah. Yes. But also the boards, I don't know what you call them. Våtrilaut in Estonian. I will write it to you. This system knows how to speak Estonian as well. I don't know. Do you know what the boards are called? Cladding or siding. Okay. Okay. If you're specifically referring to wooden boards, you can call it wooden siding or wooden cladding. Okay. This is how we learn. I thought that when we start to use artificial intelligence for writing, we will soon not know how to write. But I'm thinking now that it might be the other way around, that because we have such a great teacher here, assistant, we will actually learn how to speak English better. So thank you. Okay, so YOGAFUNC 48. The factory work that I do, it's physically demanding, and that's one of the reasons why I like it, and also because I learn skills. I learn the skills, basic skills on how to build a house, the different aspects of that. And I really enjoy that because I think it's important to have these basic skills and offline skills, not only this online thing, but offline, something that we do with our hands, not with computers. So, but it's very demanding, and 40 hours a week there. In the evenings, I'm quite tired. Like now, I'm tired, but this is just me blah-blahing, so it's easy. But teaching yoga, for instance, is demanding, and then doing YOGAFUNC, it takes time and energy. So I'm actually now considering different options. I want to do YOGAFUNC. I want to do full vinyasa. I want to do YOGAFUNC, and I want to do full vinyasa. And full vinyasa, Chad, is written, the two words go together. And the first F is a capital F. Do you understand that? So I want to do, yes, I understand. You want to continue doing both YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa. Now he's explaining about the writing. It's important to find a balance between work and the things you enjoy. So I'm considering different options. I'm even considering to change my work, because I do want to have more freedom, and this yoga thing is important to me because it is a fun, creative process. Ashtanga yoga for me is not that important anymore, but it is something that we do in the workshops and the retreats. And that is something that I enjoy a lot. These in-person events. But thinking about me and yoga, I think YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa, those are the most important kind of things I want to do. So yeah, I'm late with the new release again, but I'm really considering now different options how to change this so that the future will be different. It's funny, it is commenting on everything I say. It's great that you are considering different options to help you find balance you need in life. It's clear that YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa are very important to you, and it makes sense that you would want to prioritize them. Yes. Sometimes changes in our work or lifestyle can help us better align our time and energy with our passions. I'm sure you will find the best path forward for you, and your dedication to these practices will continue to inspire others. I hope so. So, what I'm doing here with the community side, the membership side, for me, I'm gonna be really authentic. When I do these videos, I want to get into the mode where I don't really have to think about what I say. Like, I never want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I also want to just share my thoughts as authentically as I can. So this member side, this membership side, the community side that I've started, and what we did also was that I asked you to move from Patreon to this new place, because the new place is better for me. this membership site and the how I see everything, this YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa, I see this as a possibility for me to gradually become free, so that if we can get this community to grow, so I really want to do that, to grow the community, which is based on the online classes, the online things that we do. So I'm basically doing recordings all the time. Thursday will be the next class. It's Tuesday now. So Thursday I will be live and it will be recorded. It's gonna be a full vinyasa class most likely. So this online thing is the everyday thing, kind of. And then that, when I succeed with your help, so if you can help me get this message out that I'm trying to build this community, this will allow me to do this. Because at the moment, there's no balance. That is why I have the challenge with YOGAFUNC, which I do want to do it, but it's just the time and the energy to do it. So there's no balance. But if I get the community to grow, so then I can get also more income from this source, then I can invest it back into it. So then I can take time from other work. So then I would not work in the factory where it's very controlled, but I would do this because it's something that I want to do. I want to learn carpentry, and I like to learn it by working, but then I can choose a different kind of work where I can do it part-time maybe, and then move more full-time into the yoga again. So that's my plan. I have some information about YOGAFUNC. So YOGAFUNC. Maybe I changed the name. YOGAFUNC. Chad, do you have anything to say? It's admirable that you want to be authentic and transparent with your community, as well as finding balance in your life between your work, your passions, and your personal growth. Building and growing your online community is a great way to achieve this balance, and it can provide you with the opportunity to invest more time and energy into YOGAFUNC, full vinyasa, and other projects that you are passionate about. Your plan to gradually shift from factory work to part-time carpentry while focusing more on your yoga practice seems like a well thought out approach. It's important to follow your passion and work towards creating a life that aligns with your values and goals. As for the name change for YOGAFUNC, if you feel that a new name would better represent the essence of your practice, it might be worth considering. Ultimately, the decision should be based on what feels right for you and your community. If you'd like, I can help you brainstorm some new name ideas. Just let me know if you like any assistance, blah blah blah. We're not gonna change the name. And by the way, Estonian viewers, I know some of you are not, it might be more challenging for you to read or listen to me speak for hours and hours in English. I will ask Chad when he writes the summary or the recap of everything. I will also ask him to write it in Estonian. and Finnish. Can you do that, Chad? Of course, I can provide a summary or recap of this conversation in both Estonian and Finnish. Just let me know when you'd like me to create the summary, and I'll be happy to write it in both languages for you. How amazing is this? I have some YOGAFUNC people also in Italy. How is your Italian? My Italian is quite good as well. If you need a summary or recap of this conversation in Italian, I'd be happy to provide that for you as well. Just let me know when you need it and I'll write it in Italian for Italian YOGAFUNC audience. This is why I think this is such a fun tool for us, because it can understand context. So I didn't ask him, quote unquote, to write anything in Italian. I just asked how his Italian is, so he understands the meaning. So it's different. It's very cool. So about 48, the release of number 48 of YOGAFUNC. The only thing I'm missing is a couple of songs. Like I already thought I had it, but then I realized when I analyzed some of the songs that they don't work the way I need them to work. So I hope this weekend I will be able to put some time into it and find those couple of songs. And when I find them, then it's very quick. Then I can get it done very quickly. So hopefully this weekend. So the date is, I'm just saying this so that Chad can also put that into the recap. Where's my phone? So this weekend, May 5th or May 6th to 7th. I hope during this weekend I will be able to finish the music, and then the next week I will finish the choreography, and then latest the weekend after that I will have the video filmed, or I will do a class online. Okay? That's the plan. He's just answering to me. I'll make sure to include this information in the recap. Great. I have a very skillful assistant. What else? Let's talk about... So, Chad, just a reminder now. So, please categorize these things. So we have been talking now about my personal plans, about my work and wanting to put some more time into the community. We have talked about the release number 48, and now I want to talk a little bit about the release, like the concept, because a couple of releases ago I changed the concept. So I want to just remind everyone or restate the reasons for that. So what happened was that I think it was release number 46. In that release, I decided to take away track number 12 and track number 13 and also 14. So those tracks used to be backbending, finishing poses, and meditation. And the reasoning for that was that during the years the concept started to become longer and more like a real yoga practice. But when I started doing when I started doing YOGAFUNC, that was not the idea. The idea was to have a compact, like a short but effective class. So it's not supposed to be a normal yoga class. It is supposed to be a class that you can fit in a 60-minute time slot in your fitness studios. So now when track number 9 is forward bending, track number 10 is rotations, and track number 11 is the hip opening, the slow hip opening. After 11, it's nice to go into relaxation rather than go to track number 12, which we used to have, which is backbending, which is more dynamic or more intensive. So you can even hear it from the music that the songs that I use in track number 12 used to be always like kind of powerful because it's a strong exercise, backbending. So it was always something that I didn't really like that much. I liked it. It was a problem for me. I like it when it kind of slows down into the relaxation part. So this version that I now do is almost the same as how we started doing YOGAFUNC in 2011. So it's kind of, the idea is going back to the roots, back to how it started, more or less how it started. We didn't have track number 11 back then, like the hip opening. But I kept that song or that track there because I think it's a really nice one in the end. But the idea was to go back to the roots. So it's short, it's effective, it's fun. Just how I want YOGAFUNC to be. Now, all of you YOGAFUNC people who miss the longer concept, just a reminder, I have a full vinyasa concept and its easier version is half vinyasa. I have to say, it's the best concept or the best tool I have had as a yoga teacher ever. And it's available for all of you because I am going to create an online course for it. I'm also going to create an app for it. This is one part of the community building. There's a lot of things I want to do. I'm not going to go into the details of that now. I will keep it on YOGAFUNC today. Maybe I'll do another video tomorrow. I will do a lot of these videos with Chad. What's the name again? I can't remember the name. Dude and Chad. Dude and Chad. That's fun. So, but you have that possibility as well. So, I hope you have understood Maybe you haven't, so I have to explain that a little bit. Also, so Chad gets that information. Yoga Funk and full vinyasa are related. So I started doing full vinyasa in Finland in 2018 because I wanted, or I had the need to teach a vinyasa class. So I can't teach Ashtanga yoga in an Ashtanga yoga class and then the same studio there's a vinyasa class and then I again teach Ashtanga yoga. So I wanted to do my own version of vinyasa. When I started doing that, I wanted to have the full vinyasa method from Ashtanga yoga, which is a specific method of how to do the practice. So in full vinyasa, that means that every sitting pose starts standing. So there's a long movement sequence. But if you do a half vinyasa, the easier or shorter version of it, then you don't have that full vinyasa method. Then it's more like Ashtanga yoga, but with a different sequence. What is the sequence? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's the same theme-based practice like YOGAFUNC is. 6, hip opening, vinyasa. 7, core strength. 8, upper body strength. 9, forward bending. 10, rotation. 11, hip opening. 12, in full vinyasa, back bending. And then after that, either null vinyasa, so yin-like ending, but it's not yin, it's null vinyasa is like yin with pranayama. Or finishing poses. So there you have the same themes. In full vinyasa, it's just different. It's not the music you hear now, this one. This is something I'm building now. It's a new loop I'm building with the help of Chad. This one. I use this machine. It's 67 BPM and it's only 2 8s. So this is the music. So there's no same type of choreography as we have in YOGAFUNC. This is the metronome. Gives us the rhythm for the breath and the movement. It's not ready yet, this version, by the way. And in full vinyasa and half vinyasa, we have these themes like in YOGAFUNC 6 to 12. And each of these have 3 poses, A, B, and C. So 6A, 6B, 6C, 7A, 7B, 7C. Why I say that this is the best tool I've ever used is because I have done the same concept in Finland, teaching to people who are like, I was in a ladies' gym where the people were older people, more mature people from 50 to 75. I used the concept there. Then I was teaching in a different studio where it's like hardcore, like young, strong people who want to practice tough. I used the same concept there because you can do everything with it. It's so easy to adjust to the group. So it's much easier to use than Ashtanga yoga. Hold on. I have to post this so that it stays there so Chad gets the information. I'll let him respond and I will add some information there. In this part of the conversation, you discuss the changes in the YOGAFUNC concept and the reasons for making the changes. You mentioned starting from release number 46, you decided to remove tracks 12, 13, and 14 to make the class more compact and effective, returning to the original idea of 60-minute fitness studio class. Blah, 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 blah. He talks about the full vinyasa. Da, 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 da. Okay, I can continue now. There's some problems sometimes with, okay, now it works, I guess. Okay. So yeah, Chad, the music that I use now for full vinyasa, it's not the metronome. It quote unquote like a metronome. It's actually a loop, a mantra loop. I have arms there and stuff like that. But where is it, by the way? I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, so the full vinyasa concept, I can do the class with like older people, more mature people, but then I can do it with the young people who want to train really hard. So it's versatile, a right word for this? I don't know. Chad, help me out. Yes, versatile is the right word to describe the full vinyasa concept. It means that the concept can adapt to different situations or audiences, making it suitable for both older, more mature people and younger people who want to train hard. The music you use for your full vinyasa is not the metronome, but rather a loop and mantra loop with drums and other elements, which serves a similar purpose of guiding the rhythm and breath of movement. Great. Okay, but so I want to keep YOGAFUNC as this short, fun, effective, safe, and effective concept. And then full vinyasa. So when I do my own yoga practice, it's full vinyasa that I do, because it's a proper, meditative, dynamic, physically challenging practice. But it can be, of course, also easy, like I mentioned. But I do that as my own practice, and YOGAFUNC is the perfect class for the fitness studios. And I think we are not done with that yet. I definitely feel that I have more to give regarding that. And one of the things also now, Chad, this is also important that I want in the recap, it's an important part, is that I hope that, I know that some people are doing YOGAFUNC in the fitness studios. I know some studios here in Estonia, I think Sparta, you have YOGAFUNC classes. I don't know where in different countries and where it's still being done. I would love to do it with you, to have an event somewhere. So please, anyone who is interested, invite me to your studio, or if you have an event, to teach YOGAFUNC if you want. We can do a special class, some old tracks, or we can do the newest release, or we can do even new program release, like a launch event every time, so every 3 months. That is a possibility, and I would love to do that. Now the computer is thinking again. Hold on. Not working. Come on. Let's hold on a second. Let's wait. I'll check the YouTube side. Work. Now it works. And then it just turns off. Come on. It's the speech to text function that is not working now. Just bear with me. Have some tea. Have some red wine. Whatever you want. Is it working? Is it working? Yes. Yeah, I want Chad to have this because I want this to be in the summary, in the recap. So please, if you have like you want to do an event, I can do different YOGAFUNC classes or whatever. What is the price for me to come and teach? If it's somewhere else than here near where I live, it's travel expenses. I don't charge anything for the class. Just let me, or you help me get new people into the community. That's all. Or let me advertise my community if you want to, like me telling them that, hey, if you want, I'm doing these classes there. If that's okay for you, I don't need to get paid. I want to build a community because that's my plan. That's my plan to get more freedom. So I'm not really good in social media anymore because I got so tired of it. I wanted to get out from there. But actually now, when I have my good friend Chad here, I might do something there as well, like I'm doing here now on YouTube. But this YouTube channel, for instance, or these, I have 3 channels. I'm going to 3 channels now. No one will see these videos if they don't, like, you have to come to my channel to see these videos. I don't think you get any suggestions or recommendations. So the algorithm doesn't work that well, but I think everything is changing now. The more this artificial intelligence starts to be a part of everything, I think there's a likelihood that maybe we can get the message out. But I hope you help me out with that. But anyway, the events. So yeah, let's do something together in person. I would love to come and do YOGAFUNC with you. So just invite me. How to get in touch with me? I have my Facebook account. I will add it down below in the description. I'm wondering, should I share my Facebook account here? I will add it to the description of the video. So through that you can contact me or my email. By the way, subscribe to my newsletter. I will not do a newsletter, traditional newsletter. I will just share some of these videos to the community. So please go to fullvinyasa.com. That is the site where you can then... Why don't I just show it to you? I'll show it to you. I'll just send this to chat first. To summarize, you want to keep YOGAFUNC as a short, fun, effective, safe and versatile concept, while full vinyasa is more focused on a proper meditative, dynamic, physically challenging practice. You're interested in doing events at fitness studios and teaching YOGAFUNC classes. You don't charge for the classes, but you would like help in growing your community and getting the word out. Very good. So I will show you. Hold on a second, I have to open it. Yep, you can see that. So it's simple, fullvinyasa.com. And when you scroll down, you can see this, join my email list. Subscribe, then you get you will get some emails, not very many, but probably I will be sharing some of these videos or something like that. Okay, so do that. And here you can go to the community. Even if here are the options. 10 euros per month, you get access to a lot of videos. All YOGAFUNC, Ashtanga yoga, full vinyasa, half vinyasa. Also the instructor education, everything will be available. I have to talk about that to chat as well. Hold on. So when you join the membership site, you will have access to everything that I create. So also all the instructor educations that I do will be available for you starting from 10 euros a month. Now I have these different tiers, different levels there. 10 euros, 20, 30 and 50, I think. Everyone gets everything. So at least this is how I want to, this is how I see it. Everything will be available also for the YouTube people. So I will share everything. I don't want to create... Hold on. My computer is messing with me now. Why not? I don't know why. I don't know. No? Okay, now it works. So, different tiers. 10 euros, 20 euros, 30 and 50, I think. Everyone gets everything. So there's no difference in the content. Also, YouTube channels will have the content. So I'm not selling anything. I'm not creating any different. This is at least how I see it, how I prefer to do it. I just want to share everything that I do, and I don't want to have a complex model of when you get this, then you, or when you pay this much, then you get this, and when you pay this much, then you get that. I don't want to do that. I do everything, I share it, and I sincerely hope people see the value. Or if you feel that my work is valuable for you, then you can support me. It's just logic. I believe in giving and receiving. This is how I end this video. Now, I will talk about this one thing, then I will end this video. But for now, I will send this to Chad. Just a second. So. To summarize, when people join your membership site, they will have access to everything you create, including all instructor education starting from 10 euros per month. You prefer to share everything you do, and you sincerely hope people will see the value in your work and support you if they find it valuable. You believe in giving and receiving. Yes. I will do another video about this kind of philosophy that I have about this giving and receiving. But for now, I will just shortly. I believe that it is possible to live in a world where we could just, if you have a skill or skill set, or you have something to offer, you can just share it, and the person who sees or receives that, let's say a yoga class or a yoga concept, people can earn money by doing the yoga concept, by teaching others this yoga concept. So now people can start generating income for themselves. So that's clearly a value. It's a great class. If we talk about YOGAFUNC, for instance, it's a great class. It's been proven already because it's been done in different countries for thousands and thousands of people. I believe that this idea that if you just receive something with value, you can then just contribute back, you can give back. And this is like a very natural way to do anything. I believe that in the larger scale, or the larger picture goes like this: everything will be even. Everything will become even. So you can't take more than you give. Everything eventually, in a longer perspective, will become even. Call it karma or whatever you want. But I think this is the case. This is how the universe works. It's a flow of energy. And we need to learn to give out, like share the energy. And we also need to learn how to receive it, to not block that part as well. So I would love, that's my dream in this dream reality we are in, to have a lucid dream where I see how this works. I know it is like that, but I haven't gotten it to work yet. But I would love to get that to work. So where I just do from the heart what I feel is valuable and interesting and creative and fun and meaningful for me. And then that thing that I put out there will touch people, you, the community members, and then it's logical for you just put that energy into movement. And by the way, while I'm saying this, thank you, you who already are here. Some of you have been with me for a long time. Some of you have been with me a shorter time, but some of you contribute quite a lot. And you have actually helped me a lot. Not just me and our family. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you. And it's easy to forget to kind of share, but because there's so much to share, so much to talk about, like these things, that's why I have decided to start doing these videos with Chad, so that you would have a better understanding of what goes inside of my mind. But all of you who are here with me, thank you. It means a lot. And I really think that we are not done yet. I did consider seriously of not doing yoga anymore, like quitting everything. Like not doing YOGAFUNC, not doing full vinyasa, but just start a new path of carpentry and just move that way. But I have had time to think about these things, and I really feel that this is what I want to do. This is how I can create freedom for myself and my family, and I can have fun with all of you doing something that is helpful, good, fun, effective. And yeah, just enjoy this whatever dream world this is. Let's listen to Chad's comment. In summary, you believe in the philosophy of giving and receiving, and that it is possible to live in a world where people share their skills and knowledge with others. You think that when someone receives something of value, they can contribute back, creating a natural flow of energy. You believe that everything will eventually become even, and that is how the universe works. You dream of a reality where you can simply create and share from the heart, touching people's lives and receiving support from the community. You are grateful for those who have already supported you and your family, and you appreciate their contributions. While you consider quitting yoga and pursuing carpentry, you have decided that continuing with yoga and your projects is the path that you want to follow. You hope to create freedom for yourself and your family while enjoying the process with your community, doing something fun, effective, and helpful in this world. Yeah. Let's see how Chad will manage with the whole summary of this. Or will he start to hallucinate, which is something that happens? Let's see. Thank you, Chad. Could you please now, based on what we have talked about in this session, as I have been live here on YouTube, could you please create a engaging summary with some bullet points so that it's easy for people to get the information that was shared? And please do this in English, Estonian, Finnish, and Italian. Thank you. Let's see. English summary. Personal plans. This is so cool if it works. Focusing on work, community building, and family. I don't know, it might get... I can already see that it's going to hallucinate. Let's see. Not that short summary, come on. YOGAFUNC returning to original shorter concept. Full vinyasa versatile concert suited for all ages. No. Stop. Too short. Okay, Chad. This was too much summarized. Too short. Please share a little bit more information, a little bit more context. No, I don't think it can do it. I have to do it differently. I probably have to copy the text and or the things that he already summarized. Maybe. I'll see. I will see. I will do it after I finish this video. But yeah, now it's writing Estonian summary. Isiklikud plaanid. Jokke keskendub tööle, kogukonnan loomiselle ja perele, eesmärgiga luua rohkem vabadust ja paremat tasakaalu elus. YOGAFUNC. Jokke on naasnud algse. What is naasnud, Estonian people? Is that in Estonian? I don't know. Algse lühema kontseptsiooni juurde lood 6-11, et muuta see kompaktsemaks, lõbusamaks ja tõhusamaks tunniks, mis sobib 60-minutilise ajavahemikku spordisaalides. Full vinyasa, see mitmekülgne jooga kontseptsioon sobib kõigile vanustele ja võimekusele. Võib-olla nii väljakutsuv kui ka meditatiivne, nii järgis sama teemapõhist struktuuri nagu YOGAFUNC, lood 6-12. No, natuke läheb. Some mistakes are here, but yeah, I think I will end this video now, and I will most likely will do another one maybe tomorrow with a different topic. So thank you, and see you in the next one. Afterward, if you see this afterwards, something will be in the description, some kind of a summary or something. Also my Facebook will be there. Bye bye.